In a quiet countryside, surrounded by rolling hills and ancient forests, lived a humble farmer named Thomas. His family wasn't wealthy, but they had everything they truly needed: a small stone cottage, a modest vegetable garden, few chickens, and, most importantly, each other. Every morning, Thomas worked in the fields while his wife, Emma, cared for their little home. Their daughter, Lily, filled the garden with laughter as she chased butterflies and picked wildflowers. Life was simple, peaceful, and full of love. One autumn afternoon, an old traveler passed through the village. Sitting beneath a large oak tree, he shared an old legend with the villagers. Deep inside Blackwood Forest, he said softly, an ancient pot filled with gold has been buried for generations. Whoever finds it will never have to worry about money again. Most people smiled politely and continued with their lives, but Thomas couldn't stop thinking about those words. That night, he lay awake, imagining a better future. He dreamed of never struggling again, of giving his family everything they could ever want. The next morning, he picked up his old shovel and walked into the forest. At first, he searched only after finishing his work. Then he stayed longer each day. Soon, he stopped caring for the fields altogether. Emma quietly managed the farm alone, while Lily waited each evening by the old wooden gate, hoping her father would return before sunset. The seasons passed. Autumn leaves fell. Winter covered the forest with snow. Spring filled the hills with flowers. Summer warmed the earth again. Year after year, Thomas kept digging. His clothes became worn. His hands grew rough. His beard turned gray. Yet he refused to give up. One golden evening, his shovel struck something hard beneath the ground. His heart raced, digging faster than ever before. He uncovered an old iron pot buried deep beneath the roots of an ancient oak tree. "This is it," he whispered. "My family will finally have everything." The pot was surprisingly heavy. With trembling hands, Thomas slowly lifted the rusty lid. Inside, there was no gold, no silver, no jewels, only ordinary gray stones. Thomas stood frozen in silence. Years of hope disappeared in a single moment. As he slowly walked home, he noticed things he hadn't truly seen in years. The wooden fence had nearly collapsed. The little vegetable garden was overgrown with weeds. The fields no longer looked alive. Then he saw Emma and Lily waiting quietly outside their small cottage. They smiled the moment they saw him. At that instant, Thomas realized something far more valuable than any treasure buried beneath the earth. The greatest wealth had been waiting for him at home all along. The next morning, he put away his shovel forever. Together, the family repaired the fence, planted new vegetables, filled the garden with flowers, and laughed together once again. Their little home wasn't rich, but it was full of something far more precious: love, peace, and time shared together.